Hi, I'm Louise from A2A Training, and I'll give you a brief overview of the Energy Manager Endpoint Assessment, STO161. There's two elements to the endpoint assessment: the technical report with presentation and questions, and the interview underpinned by the portfolio of evidence. With the technical report, as the apprentice, you'll submit a short proposal at Gateway of around 500 words to let us know your plans for the technical report. We'll check this proposal at Gateway, and once approved, you have 8 weeks to complete the full technical report, which should have a word count of around 3,000 words. There's 2,700 minimum, 3,300 maximum, and that does not include any annexes or references. If you do go over the word count, we'll simply stop marking at the maximum amount. At presentation during the endpoint assessment, you'll present on your technical report, and this assessment will last around 35 minutes, which is around 15 minutes of presentation and 20 minutes of questions and answers with the endpoint assessor. There's then the interview underpinned by the portfolio of evidence. So whilst on your apprenticeship programme, you'll complete a portfolio of evidence, which is a showcase of your best work whilst on programme, and it should be mapped to the key skills and behaviours, the KSBs, for the assessment. It should contain around 10 pieces of evidence. The portfolio can be submitted at Gateway, but must be submitted at least 2 weeks before the EPA date. The portfolio itself is not directly assessed, but it is used by the independent endpoint assessor to prepare for endpoint assessment and personalised questions. And that discussion will last around 45 minutes. So in terms of timings, at Gateway, you'll upload the proposal of around 500 words. You've then got 8 weeks to fully complete the technical report. Around 2 weeks after submission of the technical report, your presentation slides and your portfolio of evidence, you'll have your endpoint assessment, which is the presentation and questions, around 35 minutes, a break in between components, and then the interview underpinned by the portfolio of evidence, around 45 minutes. We give an SLA of 7 working days maximum for results, but we're usually much quicker than this. And please note, all evidence must be submitted at least 2 weeks before the endpoint assessment date. The grades available for this endpoint assessment are distinction, merit, pass or fail. So you'll need to be in a room on your own to complete the endpoint assessment, and it will most likely be completed online using platforms such as Teams or Zoom. The endpoint assessment is completed in exam conditions and can be completed from work, home or from your college and training provider. Please log in about 15 minutes early and check your connection. And always check the requirements of the assessment plan, and any changes to the assessment plan must be adhered to. Allow around 2 hours for the online element of the endpoint assessment, and remember to bring photographic ID on the day. Good luck with your endpoint assessment, and here's our email address should you need us.